Okay, good morning. It is 6:26, 51.3 degrees. I've been awake for a little while. I actually set an alarm for 5 a.m. and woke up right about then. But there's a whole team of folks. I think I counted like 20 people or something camping up here at Vincent Gap last night. So it's kind of, I was camped over here sort of like on the west side of the parking lot, which I thought was a better strategic spot to camp because over on the east side there's just like no wind protection at all, but that's like where the proper parking lot is. And lucky us, there was actually water here too, plenty of like snow melt, sort of creeks running along and stuff like that. So that water I carried in. I mean, I would do it that way again if I don't know what the water situation is. I'd rather just carry water. So that's what I did, and that was the right decision. But turns out there's water here after all, so that's fine. Yeah, I ran into Rabbit's down here, just kind of packing up camp. One of those people. Yep, Rabbit met up with a couple of hikers he's hiked with in the past called the Finns. They're from Finland. Nice young couple from Finland. And I think we're all planning on getting up Baden-Powell here at around 6:30. So just in the next couple of minutes, I woke up and moved over to the west side over here to the picnic tables to have some breakfast. But slept really well last night. Really well, actually. Temperature was super comfortable, not much wind to speak of, and just really nice. Today, the plan, obviously, we got 4 miles or so to get to the peak of Baden-Powell. Check out that view. To get to the peak of Baden-Powell, and then we're gonna kind of play it by ear. The rumor right here this morning was that it's a wise move to kind of bail off the PCT at a trail called Dawson's Saddle. And that'll bring you down to Highway 2, which again is closed. And indeed, that's what I'm walking on right now, is the middle of Highway 2, California State Highway 2. But it looks like there's a couple of descents trail north of Dawson Saddle Trail that are pretty serious. Probably not super crazy in non-snow conditions, but at 8,000, 9,000 feet and covered with sort of sloshy, sloppy snow, I could see that it might be weird. So I think the plan is we're just going to kind of play it by ear, see what it all looks like when we get there, and then try and make the best decision from that point. Obviously, my preference would be to stay on the PCT, but my overarching preference is to not imperil myself. So we'll do whatever we got to do to make sure that overarching preference is met. So yeah, really spectacular morning here. Hopefully we can get up, over, across, and down before the afternoon winds, which are forecast to pick it up. So there's a whole team of people going up, though. I mean, there's a couple of people who went up at like 5 in the morning, just as I was waking up, and then even more. It's just been a steady stream of people streaming out of here up Baden-Powell. So it looks like we're going to be among the later crew, but that's just fine. There'll be a few behind us as well. So all right, I'm going to finish packing up and get on trail. Okay guys, 9:24 in the morning, 56.4 degrees, made it to the summit of Mount Baden-Powell at 9714. That's 9,714 feet. Here's the team. You all know Rabbit by now. What are you guys' names? Vilma. And? Teemu. Excellent. From Finland?
Yes.
Excellent. So this is just a balmy summer day for them. Yeah, 9714 is what Gaia says is the elevation. Topographic maps will have it a little different. It's within 10 or 20 feet of that. I mean, we're also on top of a decent amount of snow here. That climb up from Vincent Gap was supposed to be like 4 miles or something, but wound up. Gaia actually tracked us at like just about 2.14 miles. So between the elevation shift and the distance actually traveled, that's an average grade of about 1,265 feet per mile, which feels about right, frankly, because it took, what was it, about 3 hours to get up here, I guess, from the time I started? A little less than that, 2.5 or something. I thought I might just orient you real quick if I'm able to do this. So really nice to see these mountains from this vantage. Now over in the right side of the frame we have Mount San Antonio, which is about 8.5 miles away or so at 10,066 feet above the planet Earth's oceans. The next peak to the left of that largest one, that's going to be Dawson at 9571, and Pine at 9653 would be the third of what I've been calling in my head the Three Kings, those mountains which I've had a vantage on for quite a considerable time. And if you can just barely make out in the distance, way back there, ever so faint, you may see San Gorgonio as well, which I didn't actually go up. We kind of skirted around that second day north of I-10. Mount San Gorgonio back there is 11,490 feet, and that one's actually about 57.5 miles away as a crow flies. So definitely really cool to be getting a vantage on that again, for no disrespect to the mountain, but for what I hope is the very last time, because I love making progress. So anyways, we're getting ready to take some team pictures and everything, and then we'll keep moving. Not quite sure again exactly what the plan to exit off of this peak is, but we'll figure it out when we get there. No worries.
Amazing.
Excellent. One last woo. Woo! There it is. That's an appropriate woo for like 9,600 feet. That's not really an Everest woo, but that's fine.
High off a round of applause, taking the cash to deposit. All of that talking is polished. Straight out the gate, they sing praise, but I'm unapproachable, saving. Can't tell me what I've been on with. Losing my grip and I'm slipping. We still alive, but ain't living. Anxiety fall through to cripple me. Your calls going missing. The devil busy, he tempt me. Too much elixir, my enemy. In my mind, it's like 10 of me. They don't sound like your symphony. Sucking all of my energy. I'm not asking for empathy. Unless it's for the babies of the street, they a product of colic. Reality is running up to rob me of my sleep. The world be cold as gravity is pushing down. It's hard to breathe. Still it's solid on one knee. My pen is hollow, let it bleed. Trying to convince me that you give a fuck about my needs. How you finna fix the issue y'all don't even see? You can miss me with them empty gestures. I do more to get by without it. I'm a living legend. You say you was try to die. I'ma need you by my side. I've been living on the edge, just trying to get it together. Tell me, can you hold me down? Tell me, can you hold me down? I could really use your presence. Give mine in return. I know everything been hella hectic, but that body so angelic. Pull it quick, make you forget things for a minute. Take it slowly when I'm in it. Feel the flow, take all the tension that you pent up, then expend it. Don't pretend like you ain't worth way more than everything I got. You need to stop it. When I'm with you, it's no limitation. You playing games, give me attention, then you real evasive. But I'm no better, I've been guarded. No, my rap sheet isn't flawless. Pull some slick, got you on my line, live it. I'm not careful with your feelings all the time, the way I should be. I need you to hold me down, I wanna drown in what we could be. I could be your safe space, you tug on my emotions while I'm giving you that grade A. Before we go another round, here come a fight, you rather melee. I could be your only fan, help me compose a new plan. I'm out of rope, girl, I'm so sick of sleeping on each other. I found the pieces to my puzzle on the sheets. I bet our story be the best thing a nigga ever published. I wanna know you trust me, everything been going up, but I ain't seen you in a minute. Know the topic real touchy. The grind real stressful, know you fine, but you special, intertwined in my thoughts, the way I'm living in the moment. It's hard to come correct. Before I know it, I'm outside. I'm in the flesh like I never left. You say you was try to die. I'ma need you by my side. I've been living on the edge, just trying to get it together. Tell me, can you hold me down? Tell me, can you hold me down? Can you show me something? Yeah. We've been out of touch lately. Oh yeah, you're so overdue on me. Yeah. Can you slide in the moonlight?
All right, guys, 4:44 in the afternoon, or evening as I'll call it. Made it to home for the night after what was a rather paltry mileage day, but as I was just commiserating with some of the other hikers, really and truly, like on days like today, you're doing yourself no great favor by thinking in terms of mileage. You just got to think in terms of like, okay, cool, I did a section that a lot of people skipped, so that's good. And frankly, I'm not feeling totally dead either. So Baden-Powell was it was definitely a steep climb. I think we went over some of those stats earlier. 2 miles, a touch over 2 miles to get to the summit, and that was gaining 2,400 feet or so of elevation. So definitely a good climb. And there was a lot of rumors that the descent off of Baden-Powell was even more treacherous than the climb, but so I kind of thought that I might bail down at that Dawson Saddle Trail or whatever, but honestly I couldn't even freaking find the trail. Like, I was hunting around for it. I have no idea if that trail is just under 8 feet of snow or if it exists or what the deal is. So there was a kind of dodgy traverse coming right out of that junction there with the Dawson Saddle Trail, and I had just bid adieu to Rabbit and the two Finns, and when I couldn't find the trail, I was like, well, I'm not going to bushwhack to find a trail through snow, and I'm not going to do this traverse on my own. So I just kind of waited for them to catch up, and then just continued on the PCT basically. So it's been all day long on the official PCT, more or less. I mean, give or take small adjustments to accommodate for safety and snow conditions and stuff, but yeah, been a totally groovy day. That descent really wasn't nearly as bad as I had feared. There was definitely, a lot of snow and stuff, but you got crampons, you got ice axe, and you got friends, so just kind of move slowly, give yourself grace, and get through it. So anyways, where I am tonight is this spot called Islip Saddle. You might see the sign over here, and just pulled in just a short time ago, so I'm gonna camp here tonight. Haven't pitched anything up yet, and ooh, mountain lion habitat, that's cool. And cook some dinner and stuff, and then bunk up and hopefully get some makeup mileage in tomorrow, because I only have 2.5 days of food to get to Acton, and I think it's like 60 miles from here, so whatever, we'll figure it out. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.